Do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
Let's go, folks. Ready. Pittsburgh. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. That's it. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
He's coming. We got double up. Let's go. Drive on. 36.
On first down, Sellers calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches, but it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. 59.
Operating from the gun. Mueller, deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Mike 5'9".
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
59 is Mike. 59.
Throwing on first down. Mueller, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
52.
Now a give, right side. Sellers. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Check. Fresno. Go. Watch twins. Check nickel.
Looking to throw on second down. Mueller over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Looking to throw. Mueller. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Mike Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll try the left side. Sellers, space to run past the 20, and down to the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and it's Hill again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson being chased out left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
Check 53. Here it comes. Now, I got it. Rush in. Run.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Don't get nervous.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. And he's got some space here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Ready? 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Short, short. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the run.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go now. Go to base. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check. Check.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Ravens 14, Saints 10. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, Mueller. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Complete to Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, baby.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
You ain't got nothing.
No. Slam. Check 2. Check, brother. You got put it 2. Check, brother. Hey.
And they give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
37-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Lucky. Out. 6. Pull it. Switch. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson escaping. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run on first down. Sellers. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, Sellers. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Sellers. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I'm going to get you all day, baby.
At the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, Sellers. And some room to run now. 23 yards the pickup there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
He's crazy.
They'll run on first down. Sellers. Continue through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jackson, flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have now moved out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Oh, look at that. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action. Muller. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
From the gun, Mueller. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
To throw on 2nd down. Mueller, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mike 52.
On 2nd down now. Sellers. 22 yards there, a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Shut. 15 on it. 58 right there. It's going to be a long.
On on second down. Sellers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down.
Let's go now. Go to base. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Operating from the gun. Mueller out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Duncan. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made by K1 Short.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up third down and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Check 43.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it It's third down.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Jackson, and he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Let's go. No, check that. We want Mike to
Here's 2nd and 8. Thomas has got it, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
52's the mic, right? 52's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Switch. Echo. Watch Mike.
On 1st down, Muller. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Lutz with the extra point, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
15-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's get it. Let's go. Check 53. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Check 15.
Here's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 81 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mueller, he's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Ready. 50, Mike. 50.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh?
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one into the hands of Burton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Back to throw. Mueller to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They come out here in the eye. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 32-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Hill. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a two-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they'd have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go. 6 out long. Get in the weight room.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.